Hi everyone, it's Katie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I do DIYs, wood signs, and thrift flips. And on today's video, I am sharing with you guys a couple of rustic Christmas DIYs. I am not quite ready to decorate for Christmas, but I am quite ready to be getting a few little projects done. And I have so many fun ideas that I hope you guys stick around and join me for future videos. For the first project that I have for us today, I'm going to be using these Wood Shims. I've also been saving some soup cans, and I've got some wood dowels, and which I won't end up using until later. I changed my mind in the middle of this project. But I picked up these Wood Shims. They are cedar wood shims. I think I got mine at the hardware store, and I kind of want to say I've seen them at Dollar Tree, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm just going to start taking some hot glue and gluing them together, keeping the thicker part down at the bottom. And you can see that one in the middle I left down just a little bit. I didn't really take great care to make sure that they were even, because it kind of adds to the rusticness of them. And you can start seeing the shape, and then I made one skinnier. I just added a few more on the other side and made one a little bit taller. And now I'm just going to take this, it's a Waverly stencil brush that I picked up at Walmart, and I'm using Waverly chalk paint in Fern, and I'm just kind of dry brushing it on there. Obviously I'm not painting the whole thing, it's just kind of giving a little bit of green. And then we're going to create a base for these. Originally, I thought I would put them in those soup cans, but that just didn't work. It didn't look as good as I thought, but we will use the soup cans later on in the video for the second project. So once I painted that base, it's just a small little 1x4 that maybe is about 6 inches, that I'm using the color Maize from Waverly chalk paint to paint these wood stars. These wood stars were in my stash, but I'm sure they came from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something. And then I'm just taking a little bit of Mod Podge, and I picked up this faux snow, say that 10 times fast. I picked that up at the Dollar Tree, and I decided I didn't want it all over everywhere. So I'm using the puppy pad and I'm using a plate, and I just kind of sprinkled it on and then let it set to dry. And then I decided I think the trees need a little bit of faux snow too. So I just painted a little bit of the Mod Podge on there, and then I dripped some of the faux snow onto it. I really do like this stuff for $1. This is a pretty good deal. I think it's going to last me, well, through this holiday season for sure, and maybe even a little bit longer. It looks really cool. Then I decided to add them to the base. I need to put the stars on first, really, but I forgot about that and started gluing the first one onto the base. And I'm just using hot glue, and then I thought it's going to be easier if I put the stars on first. Oh well. Anyway, I'm super excited with how this turns out, so stay tuned to the end of the video to see how this turns out. Guys, I hope that you would also be following me on Instagram. I'm over there every day doing stories, and I like to share fun stuff there. I'm working more on adding my TikToks and Reels to my Instagram too. So for this, I found this Rust-Oleum aged copper spray paint at my local hardware store, and I absolutely love it. I think I'm probably going to be spray painting everything that color. It is so beautiful. And I'm using this green floral foam that came from the Dollar Tree also. I kind of thought I was going to need more, and I ended up just not really filling it. If you wanted to fill it, you could put some more in there so the things don't move around. And then I'm going to be adding in some ribbon, a couple different types of ribbon, and then later you'll see I'll add some twine, and I'm just using hot glue to add it on here. I just love that the way that copper looks with the ribbon. It is so pretty, and I'm envisioning so many more things using these little cans and adding stuff to them. Now, I haven't got to what's going on the top yet because I kind of had a couple of oopsies, and this was kind of one of them, but I figured it out and I actually really like the end result. So I really wanted to wrap this foam cone in ribbon, and it proved to be very difficult. If you've ever worked with a cone, obviously you've got the shape and everything, and I just really wanted to see what that look would look like. So this was kind of a trial and error project, and in the end I end up loving it. What I did was I just cut little strips of the ribbon and then kind of wrapped them around so they kind of have that curve to them. There just was no other way around it. But like I said, it kind of looks cool. It kind of gives a little bit of depth and dimension to this. And this really is a super easy project with some cheap ribbon. This ribbon I got from Craft Outlet. That's why it's such a large roll. And I knew that it would be good for both Christmas, Valentine's Day, and as well as the 4th of July when I'm making stuff. So that's why I got the larger roll. But you can get ribbon anywhere. And if you wanted to use like different color, buffalo check would be really cute. And like I said, this is just a super simple project. And I just cut smaller and smaller pieces and then hot glued them on the back. So the back kind of looks hideous, but the front really looks beautiful when all is said and done. And then we're going to stick it in those little copper cans, and it's going to make the cutest little tree. So I had another idea too that I wanted to try, and it was a fail. It really turned out absolutely hideous. So I took it apart and I decided to make a different type of Christmas tree. So we'll get to that. I didn't realize I showed all of these little details. Can you see my little thumb saver that I got from the Dollar Tree? My finger saver. So now back to those wooden dowels, and we'll stick it into the floral foam, and that doesn't show it with the finished. Oh, because I ended up putting the buffalo check on this one. I decided to do buffalo check ribbon, and then like I said, I'm going to also add some twine to this, and then it just kind of adds a little bit of color and texture and rusticness with the twine for sure to our cute little tree. And that is that project. Again, like I said, I've got one more little project to show you guys, and then I'll do a reveal of all of the things at the end. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I haven't been posting as consistently in the last 2 weeks, but I have got my projects figured out, and I have so many fun things to share. So I can't wait, and I hope that you guys continue coming back and visiting me. Okay, now let's stick our tree in there. And boom. Okay, time for this project. Can you tell what we're making with the faux fur? Yeah, we're going to make a cute little gnome tree. And I debated about whether or not I should make it green, but I was using the red and black buffalo check for everything else, so I decided to just continue on with that fabric. I have yet to master the cones, obviously. You can see that I'm just still having trouble, so here we go. We're just going to wrap it like this, and then I end up leaving just a little bit at the top so that I could kind of fold it over so that it actually looks more like a gnome hat. And so again, another super simple project. We're just using this foam cone, some fabric, and then some faux fur. And then you can grab the stick and your can and put it in, and boom, you end up with a super cute little gnome. Oh, you have to remember his nose, which I'll show you that too in a little bit. So I just thought it would be even cuter if his little hat tipped over a little bit, and so I figured all of that out, and I tipped it over and pinned it down with a little pin, and then I think I do go back in and hot glue it down better. Now it's time to cut our faux fur. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I'm using my X-Acto knife, and I'm not cutting it all the way through, just kind of cutting the backing and then pulling it down, because otherwise then you pull the fur and it cuts it weird. And I'm just going to attach it with some hot glue, making sure that I get the front on the front, and I pulled out my half wood beads. I am so excited with how this turns out. I kind of feel like I need to get more of these foam cones and go crazy with these little gnomes everywhere. How cute did these guys turn out? They are so fun. Paired with the red and black buffalo check, it's super cute. And then you will see the other little trees that I made and this cute little sign that I made. I actually made that on a Facebook Live. I go live every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on my Facebook page. And we painted that sign this week and it pairs perfectly with our cute little Christmas trees. I couldn't have made it any better if I had tried. I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos, and I hope that you will come back for more. Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell, and check out the other videos that I have for you on my channel already. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy, and I will talk to you soon.